Hello. So this week, Jared and I are going to Nashville to visit his family. So I'm on my way, well, I will be on my way to the grocery store to pick out some snacks for the airport tomorrow. I'm gonna pick out some stuff that tastes good and is good for us and will give us some energy and will make the traveling better. So let's do it. So I think the protein bars are fine. A lot of times they have added sugar, a lot of additives, but if we're in a pinch, we'll get a protein bar. But we just got some raw almonds. Let's see what else I can find. Looking at these brahmi beans, they actually look delicious. So I think I'm gonna get some of those. 4 grams of plant protein, 35 calories, 0 grams of net carbs. Gotta try new things, right? Jared will be so upset with me if I don't get us anything sweet. So I think maybe some dark chocolate Justin's peanut butter cups. Yes, those are what I'm looking for. But they only have milk chocolate. Oh no. And I think some Gouda Baby Bell, you know, and that'll finish off our little shopping excursion for today. Okay, so honestly not super impressed by what I was able to find at the grocery store. Lots of processed stuff. I'm excited about those beans. The almonds will be good. We have some clementines at home and the Justins will be good. Jared will love it. So yeah, it'll be fine. So my mission was kind of twofold. Obviously airport food is just so damn expensive. So it's gonna be a little bit cheaper than that. I'm hoping that we're not gonna have to buy a meal there because it's so expensive, but also just because it makes you feel like shit the entire flight. And then you get to wherever you're going and you still feel like shit. So as much as I love Chili's, this is a better alternative for me and for Jared. So snacks ahead of time, always a good call. Those delicate eyes. I feel like Rapunzel. Yes. And you're my prince. You're really more of a Fiona. All right, anything else? Goodbye. Okay, so just finished our live workout and just doing some last minute packing before we head to the airport. The flight to Nashville is super easy, so we have our snacks that we bought yesterday. But other than that, I'm just really happy that I was able to move my body before I went to the airport. We'll probably get a coffee when we're there, but I don't think that we'll really need to like buy any food or anything, so should be good. And I will check back in with you when we get to Nashville. This is my first time getting to like visit Nashville in its full glory, you know, because I've only visited during quarantine, so it should be a good time. The Uber was quite hot. My butt is sweaty.
I almost melted.
Ooh. Ready for some snacks.
Oh yeah.
Hey, put that back
Yeah,
on.
that was good.
What do you think of our little bean snack?
They're wet. Wet.
Sneak one under your mask.
No, they're in Denver.
Say it again.
I think the beans score 1 out of 5, and the cheese 5 out of 5.
Tough critic. So when I was getting my transcendental meditation training, or lessons rather, my teacher told me that you should meditate on the plane, and this is my first time that I actually got to do that, which was really nice. It ended up being perfect. It made the flight go so quickly, and I just, you know, did my 20-minute meditation. It was very easy to just like tune everything out, and it was great. I loved it. I feel nice and well rested, and now we get to explore Nashville. Okay, so it is day 2 in Nashville, and I wanted to make sure that I was being really kind of clear with y'all. I know this video is about how to make traveling a little bit healthier, but I also want to be super honest with you and make sure that you know I'm not like super strict when we travel. I'm not like, for example, Jared's mom is super great about making sure that we have really healthy food in the house and whenever we come. And I think that she might think that I'm like, oh, I want to be super healthy when I'm in Nashville. And I want to enjoy it, right? Just like you, I want to make sure that like when I'm traveling, I'm enjoying it. But there are a couple of ways that we can make it a little bit healthier for ourselves, just like to set ourselves up for success. So one of those ways was kind of what we were talking about, having snacks at the airport, meditating on the plane. That was huge, and continuing to meditate while I'm in Nashville when I can. And then another way that Jared and I really love to travel is just to make sure that we are moving our bodies every single day. So if we know that we're going on a hike, that's perfect. If we don't think that we're gonna be out moving a lot, then maybe we will plan like a little run, or like today we're about to go work out really quick and do a little like 20-minute workout. But just moving our bodies however much we can sets ourselves up to have a much more enjoyable trip. And then it makes it so that, you know, when we do go out to eat, we can eat whatever we want, right? We can enjoy those dinners and not feel guilty about them, because we never want that, right? So yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I was being honest with you and that I wasn't saying, oh, in order to be healthy, in order to be a healthy person, you have to be healthy all the time and you can't ever enjoy traveling and any of that, because that's just not true. We definitely want to enjoy these meals and this time with family and stuff like that. So. Look at this thing. Ah! Okay, Jared, tell us about your car.
Hello, friends. I feel like Jay Leno. You know, it is very old. It is much older than I. It was made in 1971. I bought it when I was in high school. Obviously, we don't drive it in New York. It stays here in Nashville. It's very cute. Sometimes it breaks. What else is there to say? What questions do you have?
Well, we had a lovely drive in it this afternoon. It's
I'm
great.
just getting the leaves out of it because it's a convertible, so that's the leaves fall in.
Do you think we'll bring it to New York ever?
Upstate, not
Yes.
in the city.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
That would be fun. Yeah, I think eventually.
How will we get it there?
You put it on a truck.
Oh, okay. We're not gonna drive it.
I don't think so.
No.
It's great for like, I would drive it like 3 hours at a time, but not like 14.
Sure.
Yeah.
She'll be back better than ever.
Should we back?
Okay, we are on our way to play pickleball with Jared's dad, which is one of my favorite sports in the world. It's the best. Maybe you'll get to see a glimpse of it. Who knows? No, probably not. Actually, I don't know.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
A mystery.
And then we get to go to the botanical garden today, which will be good fun. So this is our form of exercise for today. We're gonna get very sweaty because we take it very seriously in this household. So, bye. Hey y'all, so we are just finishing our trip to Nashville, and I wanted to kind of just do a little recap of little tips and tricks that I found helpful for staying healthy while traveling, because obviously we're all hopefully going to be able to travel a little bit more now, and I do think that there's a way to travel in a healthier manner and a way to make it, you know, sustainable for us. So I just wanted to kind of do a little recap, because I honestly, I don't think about it too much when I travel, because these habits are pretty ingrained in my everyday life, and I am not perfect in this at all. But you know, me exercising every day and me eating well, it translates to what I do on vacation when I'm traveling too. So number one is us talking about going to the airport and having snacks available to us, bringing snacks ahead of time. And that's just like a total game changer, right? When we eat at the airport, not only are we spending so much money, but we are also eating this garbage food from, you know, Chili's and Applebee's, which, you know, I love, but also just makes you feel horrible. So as much as we can avoid that, that is ideal. Number two, meditation for me or any kind of mindset strategy that you have to calm yourself and to keep stress down, especially when you're traveling, because traveling can be pretty stressful. It's gonna be super important. So for me, again, I have this meditation practice where I meditate twice a day, 20 minutes per meditation, and being able to do that on the plane, especially if there's a time difference, will really help with jet lag. And also meditating throughout the week that you're traveling is really important too, because it's just a different experience than what you are used to, than your home base. So having something that can really ground you and lower stress is super important, and I found that super helpful. It's a newer tactic that I've used because I'm newer to meditation, but so far that's been really helpful with traveling. Number 3, Jared and I are always trying to move our bodies in a deliberate manner every single day of vacation. And that could look like a hike, that could look like a long walk, or it could look like actually going for a run or dropping into a class. Today we played pickleball and that was amazing. But just being deliberate about moving your body every single day of vacation. And again, it doesn't need to be long, it doesn't need to be super intense, but it definitely sets my mood in just such a better trajectory and keeps us positive and energizes us, and it's definitely one of my number 1 tips while traveling. And then I think my last one is just to enjoy the trip. Make sure that I think that eating is like such a big part of traveling, and again, I'm so anti-shaming ourselves for the food that we eat. I think that there is a smart way to go about eating while you're traveling, and for me that looks like always trying to eat at least 2 meals not at a restaurant, trying to make sure that 2 of your meals are either home cooked if you have that available to you. Hopefully if you have like an Airbnb you can cook there, or just something that is whole foods that isn't you sitting down in a restaurant, because when you sit down in a restaurant you don't know how it's prepared. Most of the time it's gonna be processed, and I want you to enjoy that. It's probably gonna taste really good, but we want to make sure that it's not every meal, to make sure that is sustainable. And it's just like a much cheaper way to travel, right? If you're eating out every single meal, you're going to spend at least twice as much money, if not 3 times as much money. So making sure that 2 of your meals are at home, key. And I think that's it. I mean, we're gonna get some snacks for the airport heading back to New York, but other than that, those are kind of my go-to tips to make traveling healthy, and I wouldn't want to be any like stricter than that, right? I want to enjoy my time. I never want to like be a buzzkill and say, oh, that's not healthy, so I don't want to try that. Like, no, absolutely not. And I should say that also applies to drinking. I don't drink very often, but when I'm on vacation, I'm so much more easygoing about getting drinks with family, getting drinks with friends, because I think that is part of the experience. And it's okay, because honestly, when I'm at home, when Jared and I are just like at our apartment, we don't casually drink. That's not something that we do. So those are my tips, and I hope that you enjoyed this vlog, and I hope that you'll be back next time. We have kind of a change in our schedule. So Wednesday nights, we have a full workout that we are releasing that's going to be anywhere from a half hour to an hour long, and then these videos are going to be coming out on Sunday nights, and then we always have our live workout on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. So definitely stay tuned for that. If you like this content, don't forget to like it, subscribe it, share it with friends. That's super helpful for growing my channel. So I appreciate you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.